Let's go to George.
Hi,
Hello,
Doctor.
George.
Hey, Dr. Stiles. This is George from Uniontown. I want you to know that I am so pleased. I came to you on December 20th for a weight loss program. I have lost 14 pounds.
Wow, George.
I went through Christmas and New Year's. I did not eat chocolate. I passed on all the cookies, all the cakes. I can't believe it. You are phenomenal. I am so impressed.
George, thank you. Joe's looking at me with wide eyes here. Well, it's absolutely wonderful to hear from you. I believe you called my office manager, Pat, and gave her some information on that, and she passed it on, but at the time, she didn't tell me you lost 14 pounds over the holiday.
Well, I heard you on the air tonight, and I thought I had to call in. I just left a restaurant where I had some salad and a few other things, but I've passed on desserts for 2.5 weeks now. I am so impressed, and so is my family.
Well, great, George. Has it been difficult, or do you find you're following the guidance of your own mind?
I'm following the guidance of my mind. I'm so relaxed anymore that's unbelievable.
Well, George, it's great hearing from you. Anything else you want to tell the people out there?
No, but those that have not come to see you, they should call immediately. And I'll be talking to you in a couple weeks.
Great. I look forward to hearing from you, George.
Thanks, Dr. Stiles.
Thank you, sir. We have Shelby, I believe, on line 2. That is a name out of the past. Shelby.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Is this the Shelby Kilpatrick that I saw about 1.5 years ago?
Absolutely, 1.5 years ago.
Oh, Shelby, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, yeah. Doing great. I'm still not smoking, and it's wonderful.
Well, Shelby, when was it? Around June of...
It was June 6th.
June 6th,
yes,
okay.
I will never forget that.
What kind of a smoker were you? I mean, just casual, or did you smoke a lot?
I smoked for 15 years, about 1.5 packs, almost 2 packs a day.
Almost 2?
Almost
okay.
2.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely. I was ready to quit. I was definitely ready to quit. I was turning 30, and I just didn't want to be a smoker anymore. I never really tried anything else. I never tried the patch or anything. My husband did. He did the patch. It worked for him.
Good.
But I knew it wouldn't work for me. I wasn't that kind of smoker, you know. I woke up smoked. I smoked constantly. I felt that it was more in my mind, you know.
Oh,
so,
that must be then why you decided on hypnosis as opposed to the other things.
I don't know what came to me. I don't know why exactly, but it did, and I was flipping through the phone book, and I found you, and
okay.
You know how I feel about you. I just love you. Yeah, I feel you saved my life, and that's the truth.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's good to hear that. Now, what I got to say, Shelby, is I'm sort of an operator. I help people. But you did it yourself. It's like you said, you wanted to quit. It's just that you found it difficult, I imagine. And when you come in, I just did the things that, correct me if I'm wrong, usually what I do is let people see the good reasons to quit, and I also let them see what could possibly happen if they continued smoking.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have children?
Not yet.
Okay.
Hopefully soon.
Okay. That was one of the reasons I give to a lot of people.
That was, yes.
I told a lady today, I said to her, Shelby, you know, the one thing you don't want to do is take yourself away from your family.
Never. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And that's what some people do. Well, Shelby, I really appreciate you calling.
Thank you so much. Absolutely, Dr. Stiles. It's wonderful talking to you, and I'll talk to you again in probably another 6 months.
That's great. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Take
All
care.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I see that on line 3, we've got Harry. Why don't we talk to Harry? Hello, Harry.
Hey, Doc.
Yeah.
This is Harry.
Harry?
Let's see. February 28th, I think it was, last year.
Oh, a year ago.
Yep, you got it.
I've been talking about you to some other people. Hope you don't mind me saying this.
No.
Okay, you had a really tough job, a lot of stress.
Oh, yeah.
And it kept you smoking, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. In fact, that's where I started smoking.
On the police force.
On the police department, yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you. Hey, Harry, could you describe for the folks listening what the experience is like? maybe coming into my office and then sitting down and being, quote, hypnotized. What was that whole thing like to you?
Well, if you remember, when I walked in and I handed the money across the table, I told you sort of sarcastically, well, here's my money. I don't believe in this stuff.
Oh, I do remember that. That's
then
right.
I talked to you, and as you go through the things with people,
Yeah.
and when you come to the one part where you showed me the chemicals that are in cigarettes, and like 4 of them you can't even dispose of in a toxic waste dump.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
I said, wait, I'm disposing of them for these people. I said, that had to be it. And the hypnotism was, I didn't think I was hypnotized. I still didn't when I left the office, but
Right.
but like I said, and I told you, I walked out, I threw the lighter in the street, up there in Bellevue, and left the cigarettes on the seat of the car for about 5-6 blocks,
Uh-huh.
threw them out, and never even wanted it again. Never had a desire for it. It was just amazing, Like I say, everything fell into place. I really wanted to quit, and I heard somebody on another station at like 5 o'clock in the morning saying, if you want to quit, listen at 5:30. And I heard the guy describe what happened. I called you at like 10 to 7 that morning. God, you called me back at 20 after 7 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm always awake.
Yeah.
I sleep throughout the day
Yeah.
while I'm doing hypnosis.
You put me, I wanted in there so bad, you put me down for the first cancellation.
Ah, yeah.
Remember?
It's
But
coming
I
back
didn't
now.
believe in it when I came there.
Yeah. Harry, you said something that is interesting, and a lot of people say this, gee, I don't know if I was hypnotized. And here's the thing. It doesn't feel like anything.
No,
I mean, yeah, a lot of people think they're going to feel like they're anesthetized.
not at all. It's the talking to you in the visual aid that you let me see, and that before that, it just gets you thinking and gets your mind going in one direction. And then I guess, I don't know, you do whatever you do, and that's it then,
Yeah.
I walk out and don't have to go to the corner store anymore.
Well, I can't tell you how many people said to me, what did you do to me? What did you do to me? Because they're not zonked out. And, people need to know that.
Yeah.
They're just not going to be out of control. They have their eyes closed, but it's sort of like closing your eyes and listening to the radio.
Yeah.
But you see, Harry, what happens is the brain waves slow down,
Yeah.
and you become more focused, and the idea gets into your mind, and you end up going down the street and throwing your cigarettes away.
Well, every once in a while when I listen to the tape, you made a tape of while you were doing it, while you were hypnotizing.
Yes, I always do.
When I listen to that tape, you can still get the feelings that it was back on February last year.
Yeah, right. right.
It's just like going through it again. And I haven't listened to it in 5 months now, 6 months, but there's no big change. There's no mystery. I mean, there's a mystery, but I have no idea what it is. All
Yeah.
I know is I don't have to smoke anymore.
Well, that's good to hear, Harry. A lot of people think hypnosis is a mystery, and I'm going to tell you something. There isn't a psychiatrist, a hypnotist, or psychologist in existence that can explain the mechanics of hypnosis. All we know is we get into the mind and change the behavior.
Well, I'll tell you what, whatever you did, it worked for me, and it was, like I said, it was the thing itself being hypnotized, but also the visual stuff that you showed me.
Yes.
And you're explaining certain things of it. Some you didn't have to explain. They were right there in front of me. But other things you talked about, and it just narrowed the thing that I wanted to do, and this is it, and that was it,
Well, that's great, Harry. Hey, thanks a lot for calling.
All right, Doc. I'll be talking to you later on.
Okay. We've got a call on line 1, and I'm looking at the monitor here. It says Dave. Why don't we talk to Dave?
Dr. Stiles.
Yes.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, sir.
Yeah, this is Dave Bosetti. I was in to see you, I think it was the 19th of December. You're smoking, and I've been doing well.
Ah,
Everything's going good.
I remember you, Dave. That's
There
not too
you
long
go.
ago.
No,
Yeah.
no.
As a matter of fact, as I recall, you were smoking since you were age 17, is that right, or 16 or something like that?
Well, no, I was chewing tobacco more than smoking.
Oh,
I smoked
okay.
later on. I was
Later
smoking.
on, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but things are going good. I mean, it's been I enjoy listening to the tape that you gave me of the session. Okay, I play that, and boy, that's really gets you back into things again.
Yeah, maybe I should explain that, Dave. That tape is of the actual hypnosis session.
Right.
And some people say, gee, I saw Dr. Stiles, and in one session I didn't smoke. And I want to clear that up. Sure, they see me in one session, but I make an audio tape, and they can re-hypnotize themselves in the privacy of their own home.
Right.
A lot of hypnosis depends upon repetition. And like you say, you listen to the tape, and I think Harry said this earlier, you feel like you're right back in that situation.
Oh, boy, a couple of times I took a trip and never left the farm,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I
mean, that was just so relaxing, believe me.
That's good. I took a trip and never left the farm.
Yep.
Hypnosis does that because you remind me of something.
Uh-huh.
The subconscious mind has eyes of its own, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In the sense
Sure
you can see all those visualizations.
Yep.
Well, Dave, I'm just delighted to hear from you. I'm delighted you're doing so well. And do you have any urges anymore?
Oh, yes, I do. Not as many, okay?
All right.
There were some urges. Oh, yeah, there were some tough times there, I'll tell you.
Okay.
But I would get myself relaxed, and your method, the way you get it in there, and it works.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
Yeah, I probably gave you a signal device, a thing
Right.
you did to quiet down those urges.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, good.
I just appreciate everything, and I'm glad that I got to know you.
Thank you, Dave. Look forward to hearing from you again.
Okay, thank you.
Right on.
Good night.
Bye. Line 1. Hello, Chris.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, thank you.
How you feeling?
Real good.
Okay. You were in to see me. It's been a long time for smoking.
Yes, 5 years. Almost 5 years.
5 years.
Mhm.
Oh, my goodness. How many packs a day were you smoking?
I was up to about 2.5, a little bit
Wow.
more maybe. Mm-hmm.
That's a whole lot.
Oh, yes, it is.
How'd you feel when you were smoking?
Terrible.
Okay.
Terrible.
You know what my next question is. How you feeling now?
Terrific.
Yeah.
Terrific. I can walk up hills, and I can do anything I want.
Chris, people just don't realize the devastation that's going on inside their bodies
That's right.
when they're smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you feel it more now that you're not smoking, remembering what it was like.
Yes, and I do.
Yeah.
I do remember it, too.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
And I feel really good now.
Well, what was the hypnosis experience like for you? Can you even remember 5 years back?
Yeah, I can. It was pretty neat. It wasn't anything that I expected. But I felt like I was awake the whole time.
Yes, absolutely.
Like everybody thinks that you're sleeping, but you're really not.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. But I remember actually the whole thing. And it was very, very neat.
That's good. And of course, I expect people to remember it.
Mm-hmm.
What we're actually doing is we're using the conscious mind,
Right.
or the thinking mind, to program the subconscious.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really want to put people in what we call a somnambulistic or a sleep state, because when I'm helping people stop smoke or lose weight, what I'm actually doing is giving them about 142 individual suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
They have to think about it. They have to put it in the subconscious mind, where the subconscious mind remembers it, and then, of course, it reacts.
Right.
Do you remember that little thing I did with a little pendulum?
Yes, I do. Uh-huh.
What was that like? Can you recall that?
Yeah. It
5
was,
years ago, yeah.
No, well, that I can remember it, but not.
Not in detail.
No.
Okay.
No.
The reason I brought it up is I show people how the subconscious mind works while they're fully awake, and I just have them hold a chain in their hand, and it goes down towards the top of the desk and has a little weight on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And I have them just, if you remember, think about a motion like swinging right to left.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden it starts to swing, and most people don't know why. And then I ask them to think about it going in a circle. And I mean, this looks a little weird, sometimes feels weird, but actually what that is the suggestion going into your subconscious mind. Then your subconscious mind just takes control of the muscles. And that's how, as you said, you can be awake and still have the hypnosis work.
Oh, yeah. That's the only thing that ever worked for me. ever.
Ah, you did try other
many
things.
Yes, I have.
You did, okay.
Yes, I did.
Well, Chris, I just so much congratulate you. It's been 5 years, and gee, I hope you'll give me a call on your anniversary next year.
I surely will. And my
Okay.
husband and my kids thank you, too.
I'll bet they do. They're gonna keep their mama along.
That's right.
For a long time.
That's
keep her
right.
around. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Bye.
Bye. We've got a call on line 1 here. B, hello.
Hello, doctor.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
And so am I.
Oh, great. Now, when was it?
This was 4 months. I'm smoke-free.
Oh, my goodness.
And no problem ever.
None at all. How did you feel the day afterwards?
Just like I feel right now.
Uh-huh.
I have never had any kind of withdrawal or edginess or anything. I mean, I just can't believe it. And people that I tell, they look at me like I lost my mind when I say I don't have any thoughts of smoking or any cravings.
You know, you are one of the fortunate 95%. And B, I will say this, 95% of the people who are sincere, they want to quit, they come to the clinic, they pay attention, and they listen to their audio tape a few times, they quit smoking, and the cravings go away. In fact, later in the program, we're going to play some comments from people that say that they just could not believe this could happen to them.
Well, I'm one of them because I smoked for 42 years.
42. I didn't remember that, quite frankly.
Yeah, 42
Yeah.
years. And I can't believe that I never had any cravings at all. Never. I did that little thing you told me to do with the finger when I, wanted a cigarette. I bet I didn't do that 10 times.
Oh, so that's great. Well, really, then the hypnosis did get deeply into your subconscious mind.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
B, I believe you sent me 2 or 3 people.
Yes, I did.
Because I saw your name mentioned on many of the intake sheets.
Yeah, 3 or 4, I think I sent.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I convinced them, and I was sincere about it, that
Oh, yeah.
if they needed help, that you were the man to do it. And they had to be sincere. I mean, nobody can help anybody if they don't want to be helped.
Oh, absolutely not. Now, I've had a few people come in and say, I challenge you, and I worked real hard with them, and yeah, they did stop smoking. But I'll tell you, the 5% of the people that don't benefit are the ones that come in and say, I dare you to get me to stop.
Well, that's no way to start anything.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. That's right.
But no, I admire what you're doing
Well, thank you,
for
babe.
people, and I'm only too happy to tell people about you and recommend you highly.
Well, thank you. I hope you'll listen to the rest of the show. I'll tell you what, if you have any friends there that need to stop, you might want to have them listen too, or you might want to...
Well, I have another, I'm in real estate, as you know.
Oh, yes.
And in fact, I work for Northward down here in Beaver County, and several people I sent you were realtors. Now I have a couple more because they know how long I've smoked because I've been in the business a long time.
Uh-huh.
And they said, well, wow, if you can stop smoking, so can I. So I've given your cards out to them, too.
Well, thank you. And that's the way it works. People believe the people they know.
That's true.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
B, I thank you very, very much for calling.
Well, I thank you and for helping so many people.
Oh,
and I wish
you're kind.
I wish you good luck in helping many more.
Thank you very much.
Okay, doctor.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Margaret on the line right now. Margaret, hello.
Hello, Dr. Stiles. How are you tonight?
Well, I'm fine. This must be Margaret Welty.
Yes, you sound just as good as usual.
Thank you. Do I sound like the same guy that...
The same guy that took care of me December 7th.
December 7th.
And I highly recommend you to my niece and her husband. Boy, they were just tickled. They were there last Thursday, Dee and Mike.
Oh, I remember them, absolutely.
They wanted to be just like me. I said, well, don't be as dumb as me and wait to be as old as I am to go now.
Is it true, Margaret, I think you smoked for somewhere around 35 to 40 years?
I started when I was 17.
Wow.
And I'm 65 now, so that's awful close.
Ladies don't generally admit their ages,
Well, I'm proud to be breathing today.
I remember you were saying you were really short of breath. Well, everybody...
Well, I remember I had the oxygen on when I went in the office.
That's right. Yeah. Everybody should be encouraged. I'm going to ask you about that in a minute. Everybody ought to be encouraged to know this. Even if you've got emphysema, after you stop smoking. Now, it may take 6 or 7 months, but all of that tar that's in the lungs start to clear up.
Well, some of it will go, and any bit that leaves is a blessing.
Oh, yeah. How are you breathing now?
Well, I'm still on this rotten oxygen.
Okay.
But I'm going into the hospital tomorrow as an outpatient.
All right.
Have a cardioversion. I have an extra heartbeat.
Ah.
Okay. They call it AFib.
Oh, yes, I understand it fully.
So that's as an outpatient, and then maybe I can get off of the Coumadin, and then maybe in time, if the good Lord grants it, I get off the oxygen.
Well, I can't guarantee it, but I'll tell you, in watching my patients, those who are marginally on oxygen experience a 30% improvement in their lungs, and when the tar starts to go away, it takes a few months, then they can get off the oxygen.
Yeah, but this has only been since December 7th.
I know.
Today's
Short
January
time.
15th.
That's right.
And I can go up and down the steps. I can walk, and even with the oxygen, and have no trouble at all. When I started, it was on 6, and by golly, it's down to 2 now.
Wow, that's an improvement.
That's pretty good for me.
Yeah, Margaret, are you going to call me in a couple of weeks and let me know how you're doing?
I was going to call you in about 2 or 3 weeks after I was there.
All right.
Christmas came, got bogged down and busy, and then I got depressed. I thought, oh, Lord. And then I got your call that you were going to be on the radio, and I thought, I got to let him know how much I think of him. And then it was cute when my niece came home.
That's
niece
nice.
and her husband said, oh, Aunt Margie, Dr. Stone's going to call you. Like I did something wrong. I said, he can call. He gets nothing but praises for me.
I just like to check up on everybody. And Pat also, she calls, and we never put a file away until we've heard from people. If they don't call us, then we go ahead and we call them to find out how they're doing.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Yeah. Well, I thank you, Margaret. And please call me and let me know of further improvement, okay?
Indeed. And I just hope I can not sway, but show people that smoke how important it is to get rid of that dirty, rotten habit.
You bet. Even after 40 years.
Amen.
Okay.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. On the line. Hello, Paul.
How you doing, Doctor?
Well, I'm doing fine. How are you?
Great. I was just listening on the radio, and then I give you a call.
Aha. Is this the Paul that I saw in May?
You know what? I was just talking to my lady, and we were trying to figure out how far back it goes. But, yeah, I guess it was before we went on vacation, so May, around in there, April.
So it's been May of last year, and I've got to ask the question, Paul. How you doing?
Oh, great. I'm listening to you. I guess you were just talking to a guy about how much money he saved.
Oh, yeah. And, in 10 years, $20,000.
Well, easy. It's $25 a carton for name brand cigarettes.
Wow.
2 cartons a week, $50 a week, $200 a month. That's over $2,000 a year.
That is over $2,000. You know, I had a couple came to see me. They were both smoking 2 packs a day, and they were both they were on retirement. And we figured it out. They were going to spend over $50,000 in about 10 years.
That's amazing.
To do what?
Yeah, well, you know what? Not to belabor a point.
That's okay.
But and I don't want them to sound too, I don't know what, but to pay somebody to kill you. America, I say to people all the time, America is a wonderful place, but what other country will let somebody charge you to kill them? And that's what we do.
Yes, we do.
They I'm convinced that they addict you. I mean,
absolutely.
It has to be because it's so hard to break that habit. But then we willingly say, yeah, here's my money. Kill me slowly.
I found out something. I found out that, in America here, we're not allowed to advertise to kids, like in grade school.
Right.
They used to do that, with Joe Camel and all that stuff.
Sure, I can remember.
I found out, Paul, that the tobacco companies now are advertising in Russia and China, and they're allowed to do it to the children.
Oh, yeah.
Directly to the children. And this is a huge market for them. So, they're developing another country that's allowing them to addict an entire generation and beyond and eventually kill them.
Yeah, well, it is. I don't want to tie you up too much.
No,
You've
that's all right.
probably got a lot of people wanting to talk to you.
We've got a couple more, sure.
The best thing that ever happened, the smartest move I ever made. And I tell you, well, I don't know. I don't.
Well, Paul, how many years had you been smoking?
Well, I started, let's see, I quit when I was 61, and I started when I was about probably 12, 13, around in there.
Oh, my. So that's 50 years or so.
Easy, yeah. Sure.
You know something else that I remember about you? I remember you telling me this, that you had tried to quit about a dozen times.
Oh, Doc, if there was a way out there, I went to hypnosis at the Holiday Inn probably 4 times.
Right.
And I had acupuncture twice. I had the ear clip twice.
Uh-huh.
The patch twice. But I'm going to say this as honest as I can. I guess there's people out there listening.
Yes, there are.
They say you got to want to quit. I really wanted to quit many times. I don't know what you do, because we think we're awake for all that, but we must not be, because I'll say again what I said to my lady when we walked out of there. I said to her, that guy never touched me.
I remember that.
I don't remember what all went on in there, but he never got to me. But I haven't had a cigarette since.
Isn't that amazing?
And I don't, I get an urge once in a while. I think, boy, I'd like to have a smoke. But that quick, just that quick, it's gone. And and then the next thought I have is, boy, I wonder why I thought I wanted a cigarette.
Yeah, that's the old tapes playing in your mind. I'm glad you brought up the fact that you're not asleep. A lot of people think that they're going to come in, I'm going to put them to sleep, I'm going to wave a magic wand, and they're going to walk out and never want a cigarette. And that isn't the way it is.
No.
I mean, this is very complicated.
Well, I remember being in the chair, I remember sitting to you, talking to you.
Right.
And I can remember some of the things you said. But I'll be frank with you, you must have said something about liquids. I have never drank so many liquids in my life, but I don't mind. I'll take a case or a carton of water to work, and I'd rather drink water than smoke cigarettes.
What I did, Paul, is I told you that your body, this is when you were in alpha state. Now, I'm not going to get into all that detail, but you were in alpha state, and you think you were entirely conscious throughout the whole thing, but there's 2 things going on in alpha state. I'm talking directly to your subconscious mind while your conscious mind is wandering all over the place. And also there's time distortion. You don't even know how long you're in that state. But I told you when you're in that state that rather than puff, what you wanted to do was sip, and that your body was demanding water to clean up all the poisons. And that's what happened. And you're still doing that, huh?
Oh, I take a thermos to work, and I take 2 bottles of water.
That's much better than smoking, isn't it?
Oh, well, it's like I say, even if no matter what you do, don't pay somebody to kill you.
Good point.
That's the most common sense way I can make say it. Everybody knows somebody that died from cancer.
Absolutely.
And my best friend died as hard as a man can die.
Okay. Hey, Paul, thank you very much. Give me a call in the office, okay? Hello, we've got Patty on the line. Hi, Pat.
Sal?
Hello?
Hi.
Yes.
I was in your office on December 5th and haven't had a cigarette since.
Patty, thank you. You're going to...
You gave me a good Christmas present.
Okay. I'm trying to recall my December 5th people, and I'm having a little bit of trouble.
Oh, I know. I was your last patient of the day, and you were running terribly late.
I remember that whole thing now. I apologize for running late, but sometimes...
That's quite all right.
That's okay. How long had you smoked?
Oh, since, I'd say about 35 years.
And how many packs a day were you up to?
I was up to a pack and a quarter.
Now I remember you.
Yeah.
How do your lungs feel right now?
Good.
That's
you know what?
great.
I don't get out of breath.
No.
I feel great, and I never. It was more. I still like get up to reach for a cigarette at a certain time, and I think, hey, I don't smoke no more.
Yeah,
but the craving isn't there. It's habitual, after I do this, I get up to reach for my cigarettes. Hey, Pat, you don't smoke no more, and it really works. I am utterly amazed.
Well, Patty, I'm so glad you called and let the other people know. I can talk all evening here. Well, no, I can't because I'm off at 8 o'clock, but I can keep telling people. But the only way they're really going to know that this hypnotherapy works is to hear from you and other people like you.
Exactly. Everybody is a bit skeptical.
Sure.
At first, you want it, like I told you, I wanted it to work. Was I sure that it was going to work? No, but I really wanted to stop smoking.
Great.
This was easy. I never expected it to be this easy, and I advise anybody to give it a try. I know you'll succeed. If I did, anybody else can too.
Thank you, Patty. Give me a call one of these days. Let me know how much better you're doing.
Okay, will do. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye.
On our next line, we have a fellow by the name of Jay. Hello, Jay.
Hello, Doctor.
Yes.
I guess I have somewhat of a success story about quitting nicotine, and then I have a question for you.
Oh, absolutely. Have I seen you, Jay?
No.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
No. I decided on September 10th that I would quit my Copenhagen and cigarette habit after 15 years. I'm 33 years old.
Congratulations.
I managed to stay off of that stuff by using for roughly 5 weeks nicotine gum. But then even more importantly, and I'm still addicted to them today, are jujubes.
Okay. How's your weight?
Well, I'm having a problem with that now.
Okay.
And I'm beginning to think my problem isn't nicotine, it's oral. And I hope that doesn't sound bad. I am married.
No. That sounds good to me. But yeah, oral fixation is something that does keep people smoking. And we can handle that with hypnosis and remove that inclination as well. But I want to comment on nicotine gum, and I'm not knocking any product. But Jay, whenever an alcoholic is trying to overcome his addiction, they don't give him alcohol. And when it comes to overcoming the nicotine addiction, and people say, well, can I chew the gum and can I use the patch? I say, folks, I don't want you to do that because you're just substituting the nicotine. Now, certainly, doctors prescribe this because it relieves the lungs. So I'm not going to recommend that, even though you seem to have succeeded with it. Jay, as far as the chewing the jujubes go, that's probably a lesser evil than, of course, any kind of tobacco and any kind of nicotine.
I'd rather have no teeth than no lungs.
Yeah, I agree with you. And what we like to do when people say, okay, I've got this habit, I got this oral fixation, is we get into the subconscious mind. And I like to give a physical substitution. In other words, when you have a need to chew something, I'd like you to do a little thing. I'm just going to describe one little thing. Like,
do you mind if I hang up and listen to you?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
That's great. What I was saying to Jay is I like to give a physical substitution, such as touching the finger and thumb of the right hand or left hand, whatever it is, and giving a little backward count. The subconscious mind cannot be forced. It must be persuaded. It's like when you train a horse. You got to gentle it. And so if you touch finger and thumb together and go 3, 2, 1, I don't need it, I don't want it, and then relax. Now, I train your mind so that when you do that, then you certainly are able to relax, and whatever we're targeting just fades away. So that's how that works, Jay. If you want to come in, I'll help you with that, and I'll even reinforce the non-use of tobacco of any kind. I see we have line 1 here, and Georgia is on line 1. Hello, Georgia.
Hi, Dr. Stiles.
Yes.
I just wanted to tell you I came to see you on December 14th for weight loss,
yes,
and I've
Georgia.
lost 17 pounds.
Wow, that's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, you know what I've got to ask you? What did you think of the tapes that you got, the fat burning, the creative exercise, and so forth?
Oh, they're very helpful. They really let you know what you should eat, and it does help you because you really have to change the way you've been doing everything, you have to change your thinking. And the hypnotherapy changes your thinking, but then the tape informs you about, what's really good for you, what's healthy.
Yeah, you put that very, very well. The hypnotherapy helps change your thinking, but the other tapes are educational, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. My office manager, Pat, likes to say, and I've heard her say this over and over again, we educate, and then we motivate, and then we hypnotize. Was that your experience?
Yes, and it feels very natural. It feels like this is something I've been doing all my life. It doesn't feel like something I'm forcing myself to do.
Well, now, it's been since what, December what again, Georgia?
December 14th.
December 14th. And I like to know if it feels like you say it feels like something you're doing all your life. Is it now a natural part of living?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Do you find yourself in the grocery store shopping differently?
Oh, yes. Yes, automatically.
Yeah. Where do you go to produce?
Yes. Yes.
That's what happened to me when I had to lose weight. I'll tell you, I had to start at the outer perimeter of the store, go to produce, and pick up a little bit of dairy, but not too much because that's so fat. But boy, I'll tell you, then I went inside for some of the man-made processed foods. Now, we don't know your last name here, and I'm not going to ask you, of course, to give it, but can you tell us what kind of food you were eating before your hypnosis session?
Well, I ate a lot of red meat, which I'm not eating now, and I ate a lot of dairy products, and I've switched now to, I drink a low-fat milk, and I found some tofu cheese that tastes pretty good, so I've switched to that rather than the regular cheese.
I'm glad to hear that. Had you eaten any tofu before?
No.
I have a lot of people. I talk to them about tofu and getting good protein from tofu, and they go, what? They've heard of it. Is it that pasty jelly stuff? Yeah, that's what it is. But you're finding new foods out there, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're good.
Of course they are. I'm so glad you say that, and I'm so happy you called. There's a lot of people that really and truly need to lose weight. Is there anybody else in your family that's changed as a result of the change of your own habits?
Yes, actually, my husband's on a diet, too, with me. He's changed, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's great. And is he losing weight?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
he is. He's lost about 30 pounds.
That's fantastic. Now, Georgia, I'm not asking you to do an ad for me, but in talking to the people listening, could you just explain your experience with hypnosis for weight loss?
Well, I think it programs you just to want healthy foods, to get more exercise. You don't really get hungry because you are eating, but you're just eating the right foods.
Good point. So you could eat as much as you want of the fat-burning foods.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're not really hungry all the time the way you are on other diets.
Boy, that's super. Do you feel this is a diet, or do you feel it's something else, maybe?
No, I think now it's becoming more a way of life. It's not so much a diet.
And that has then to do with the mind programming.
Yes.
Yeah. Georgia, you going to call us and let us know how you're doing next month?
Oh, yes, I will.
Okay. I don't mean the radio show. Of course, I mean the clinic.
Yes, I will.
I really look forward to hearing from you, and thank you very much for your call.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Hi, Dr. Stiles. This is Bob Kalin. I lost 22 pounds in the first 3 weeks, down to 282. I did call you already, by the way. By my next weigh-in, it's been almost 3 weeks later, actually 2.5 weeks because we're going on vacation. Lost another 15. I'm down to 267. So in almost 3 weeks, I've lost 37 pounds. Things are great. I'm very focused, and I thank you. And if you eat it, you must wear it.
Hi, Dr. Stiles. This is Kathy Tortoris. I'm calling in. It's been 21 days since I saw you. The program is working very well for me. I'm really enthused about this. I've gone down to a size 12. I've lost a total of 9 pounds. I can't believe in the beginning of January I was actually a size 16. I was buying 16 jeans.
Hi, Dr. Stiles. This is Jan. Just wanted to let you know 3 weeks have gone by, and I'm pleased to tell you I've lost 25 pounds. I won't say it's always been easy, although most of the time it has been, but I always find the strength to resist. I've eaten more fish and seafood in the last 3 weeks than I think I have in my whole life, and I forgot just how much I enjoy it. Believe it or not, I went to 2 parties and enjoyed myself without eating all kinds of junk before dinner and no dessert. That in itself is a miracle. By the way, in case I didn't mention it, I'm down 2 sizes and I'm loving every minute of it.
Hi, Dr. Stiles. This is Margie Towers. I'm just calling to let you know about my progress so far. I came to see you September 4th. As of today, I've lost 45 pounds. I went from a size 24 to a size 16, which I'm liking immensely.
My name is Maria Zarad, and I came in for the weight loss hypnosis on April 13th. So it's been 4 weeks, and I've lost my 12 pounds, and I'm thrilled. I can actually say no to candy now, most of the time anyway. The rest of the time I just keep it away from me. You told us to call back, so that's what I did. Bye.
I weighed in today, and to this point I've lost 53 pounds. I find myself with incredible willpower and just not wanting to eat what were the problem foods in my life in the past.
I just wanted to make a testimony. Actually, I guess I want to make 2 testimonies. On the 3rd of December, I went to see Dr. Stiles, and it's 5 months later now, and I've quit smoking for 5 months. Anybody can do it as long as I have Dr. Stiles' help. And then I went to see him for weight loss because I definitely do need to lose weight. And so far, I'm 3 weeks into the program, and I've lost 16 pounds. So I just want to let everybody know who's involved with Dr. Stiles. He's one great man, and he will help you too. Thank you. God bless, and have a great day. Bye.
Hi, Dr. Stiles. This is Maria Moya. It's been 16 months since I've came to see you, and I just wanted you to know I lost 70 pounds. I don't know what you did, what you said, whatever you did, it worked. My self-esteem is so much better. I feel great. I've never felt so good. And I also want to let you know that my husband hasn't smoked in 11 months. And he has smoked 3 packs of Pall Mall for 45 years. In one visit with you, he hasn't picked up a cigarette. And that's a miracle in itself. So whatever you're doing, you do it right and keep on doing it. Thanks, and have a nice day.
Dr. Stiles, this is Peggy Purse calling, and I'm calling to thank you. I had my hypnotherapy session with you on August the 19th, and I've lost 90 pounds. I have more energy, and I just feel great. I had a knee replacement in November, and I'm sure that my weight loss is partially responsible for my quick recovery. After seeing the results of my session with you, both my daughter-in-law and my son have been to see you, and I'm happy to say that they're both doing well on the program. Everything you told me is true. I'm not hungry, and I have no cravings. God bless you, Dr. Stiles, for helping me.
Hi, this is Gail Hopper checking in. I lost 20 pounds in 8 weeks. This is definitely the easiest weight loss system I've ever been on. I'm learning to deal with situations such as eating out. I ate lunch at Rotelli's, an Italian restaurant. I got an appetizer. It was called a stacked portobello. 1 portobello mushroom with roasted red peppers, another portobello topped with mozzarella cheese and a wine sauce. And they didn't have any tossed salad on the menu, but I asked and they made me one. And then last night I went to a bowling party where they had pizza and a bunch of snacks, potato chips and that. So I took a large tossed salad with cooked turkey on top and my favorite dressing, Ken's Steakhouse fat-free raspberry pecan dressing. Some people thought my meal was better than theirs. Okay, that's it. Thanks. Bye.
Hi, Dr. Stiles. This is Bob Minard. I was in to see you some 9 weeks later. I've lost 31 pounds and feel great. I appreciate it. I just wanted to let you know. And as John Signali says, you're the man. Take care.
Hi, Dr. Stiles. It's Mary Risch.
calling in after 5 weeks. I'm still really enthusiastic. My willpower is just amazing. I've lost a total of 12 pounds. Every day I can find something in my closet that fits me that hasn't fit me before. It's really super. I'm really pleased. So thank you so much.
Hi, Dr. Stiles. It's Kay Nuttall. I was there to see you 2 weeks ago today, and I'm very happy to report that I've lost 11 pounds, and I'm eating much more healthy, and I just have no desire to eat the fattening donuts and cakes and cookies that I was eating before. I'm also trying to walk a little bit. My job is very... I exercise a lot at my job. I work in a hospital emergency room. Everything's just going wonderful. I just wanted to give you the good news.
Dr. Stiles, this is Camilla. I was in for the smoking session. I'm doing exceptionally well. I can't believe it myself. I haven't had a cigarette. I feel wonderful. My friends and family can't believe that I haven't smoked a cigarette because I've procrastinated for so many years. But I'm actually not smoking, and that's wonderful. I have done marvelously, and I just can't express my gratitude to you.
I threw that last pack of cigarettes away in your office and haven't looked at another pack or another cigarette since then. Doing good here on this end. 35 years at 3 packs a day. I'm pretty happy with the result.
It's Kathy Sullivan checking in with you. It's been, 9 days since I've been to the clinic. Thank you so very much. I have no desire for a cigarette. Maybe every once in a while, but I do my little thing and it just slips away. It's gone. It's been wonderful. I'm not coughing hardly anymore. Most of all, I'm just really, really proud of myself. I just didn't think I could do this. And I want to thank you so very much for all your help.
I saw you last Thursday, and you told me to give you a call a week after I had saw you, and I'm happy to tell you I still haven't smoked a cigarette. I just can't believe it.
I'm absolutely amazed, and I am not smoking. It's about a month or so later, and I'm pleased. It's never worked like this in my life. So, love to share that story with you. If you'd like to hear more, or at least, let this be sufficient to let you know that what you're doing is working, and it's working for this guy.
Dr. Stiles, hi, this is Kathy. Thanks to you and the Lord up above, I am smoke-free, hopefully for life, and I wanted to tell you that I could have never done this without you, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. As you know, one of my motivating factors was the death of my beloved mother, and you incorporated that in my hypnosis, and I know that I could have never done this without you. I didn't have the willpower. I didn't think I could do it, and you proved to me that I could. I never felt that. The worst I felt was, I'd really like to have one now. And it would pass in about, 15, 20 seconds. But I just thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart. Hopefully, I will call you a year from now and 10 years from now and report the same news. I thank you.
This is Nan Torrance, and I was just calling to report to you. I came into you last week at 4 o'clock for smoking cessation hypnotherapy, and I have been a week without any nicotine, and I am amazed. I am grateful. It's just wonderful. I feel so great, and I'm so thankful.
I don't know what you did, and I don't know how you did it, but it's been wonderful, and nobody else can believe it either. I mean, I have got other people at work trying to call you. It's just unbelievable. I am so happy. My family is happy. My sisters are ecstatic. I mean, everybody's just really happy for me, and I am happy for me. I feel so much better. I want to thank you so very much. This is Pat Polanski. I had a private smoke cessation session last Friday. It has been 1 week. I have not had a cigarette. That's the first time in 20 years that I was able to do that. And I do not have the urge. Matter of fact, my staff, but in my office, in my home life, people are sort of shocked, as I am. I haven't had the urge. I have not had the cravings. I have not been hungry. I haven't been all the things that I was afraid of when I was talking about stopping smoking.